Hi, boys and girls. So, yesterday we started some research. Repeat after me, research. To look for information. We're going to use the information we find to write about some insects. So, we're going to learn all about different types of insects. And at the end, you'll get to choose the insect that you write about. So, we found that the ladybug lives in gardens and leafy areas. It can use its feet and antennae, to touch, taste, and feel. It eats tiny flies, mites, and aphids, which actually help farmers and gardeners. And some fun facts are their spots become lighter as they get older. Today, we're going to compare and contrast what we read yesterday to what we read today. Now, that just means we've done this before with characters and what they were doing in stories, but this is just what is the same about what we read yesterday and what's different. So, starts with, let's make this big. Where are the ladybug's spots? This ladybug has no spots. Why not? I have a prediction based on something I read yesterday. We learned yesterday that their spots get lighter as they get older. So my prediction is that's why you can't see the spots. But I don't know if that's correct or not. I haven't read this yet. All kinds of ladybugs. So I'm noticing already that this has more visual features and text features than what we read yesterday about ladybugs. I still see some pictures of ladybugs. Ooh, I see that word, antennae. It talked about their antennae in both articles. It did talk about not having spots, so we'll see what it says about that. And now let's go ahead and just listen and see what's the same about what we read yesterday and what might be different.
All kinds of ladybugs. Ladybugs don't all look the same. Some don't even have spots. But they all are alike in a few ways. As you read, think about ways ladybugs are alike and different. All ladybugs are insects. All insects have 6 legs. Count the ladybug's legs in the photo above. Insects also have 2 antennae. Ladybugs use theirs to smell other insects to eat. Insects have 3 body parts. Here are the ladybugs. 1, 2, 3. Antennae. All ladybugs lay eggs. The mother ladybug lays her eggs on a leaf. She can lay 50 eggs a day. The eggs are tiny. 1 egg is as small as the period at the end of this sentence. The eggs are also sticky. They stick to the leaf. After a few days, the eggs will hatch.
Okay, I'm going to stop there because we just learned so many new facts. So all ladybugs are insects. So this actually taught us about an insect. So the other article we read yesterday, which I have right here, did not really tell us that it has 3 body parts. So it's important for us to know that insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts. That was different. We didn't learn about that in this one. We did learn something that was the same was the antennae, that they have those antennae and that I see here ladybugs use their antennae to smell other insects. I don't think smell was on there, so that's something else that was new information. All ladybugs lay eggs. They can lay 50 eggs in a day. That's an interesting fact. The eggs are tiny. They're this small, like a period at the end of a sentence. So tiny. And they're sticky. So, what I want you to do right now, you can either get out a piece of paper, your yellow writing journal, or sticky notes. And as we listen or read, I want you to write down an interesting fact that you learned today that you didn't learn yesterday. So, something that was different about the articles. So, today, as we continue, I want you just to write down some interesting facts. When you want to write it, you can go ahead and just press pause in this video so you don't forget that interesting fact. Let's go ahead and start our reading.
Bad. All ladybugs taste bad. This chick has a ladybug on its nose. But the chick should not eat the ladybug. Why not? Ladybugs have poison in their shell. They don't taste good. An animal might eat a ladybug once, but it won't do it again. The ladybug's bad taste helps keep the ladybugs safe.
So that was something else that was new that we didn't know. We did not learn that ladybugs have poison in their shell. It did not talk about poison in this article. So if you want to write that down as an interesting fact about ladybugs, you can. You can draw a picture and maybe label it with poison. So animals might eat it once, but they won't eat it again because they learn quickly. Blah, we don't want that. It's poison. So go ahead and press pause now if you want to write down that interesting fact. And we'll keep reading.
All ladybugs fly. Ladybugs have another way to keep safe. If an animal tries to eat a ladybug, the ladybug can get away fast. It can fly. Ladybugs have two pairs of wings. The top pair are hard. The ladybug opens them up. Thin, clear wings are underneath. Flap, flap, flap. Fly, ladybug, fly. Ladybugs. There are so many ladybugs. There are 5,000 different kinds of ladybugs in the world. Here are some. Which one do you like best? Orange ladybug, cream-spotted ladybug, 14-spotted ladybug, striped ladybug, 22-spot ladybug, kidney spot ladybug.
All right. So in this section, it was all about ladybugs flying and how they had two sets of wings. And we actually learned that yesterday. We learned that they have the hard outer wings or the exoskeleton, and they protect a pair of softer wings underneath. So that was the same. So that part of the article and this article both had information about their hard wings and their soft wings. Down here, we did learn that there are different kinds of ladybugs, and there's quite a few, 5,000, but here are some of them. So that if you want to write down that there's such thing as a striped ladybug as a new interesting fact, you can. So we are all done with this today. But what I want you to do is because as we research, you might be able to write about ladybugs. And you may not want to write one of the facts that I wrote. You might choose a couple of the facts that I came up with on here. But you may have heard a new fact today that wasn't in our other article that you want to write about. So make sure you keep whatever you wrote down today in a safe spot. And you should have written at least one fact down. If you didn't, I'm going to post this article onto your assignment so you can listen to this again if you'd like to write down an interesting fact. And keep it safe so we have it for when we do our writing.